I have a thought that keeps popping into my head here lately and makes me feel really guilty. And that is what's going to happen to me when this is all over. My dad moved in with me a year and a half ago, and he has dementia. And this last week has been especially hard as some of the behaviors are getting more inappropriate, especially with the aides that I have that watch him while I am at work. And although they're very educated in the area and they handle everything very well, it still makes those conversations very uncomfortable for me. I can get embarrassed or feel ashamed, and it can take its toll on a person. Mentally, it's an exhaustion that's hard to describe. You're just tired all the time. Physically, I have days where I have headaches and I'm losing my hair and I've broken out in hives. So the stress is not good. And when I'm having a really stressful day, that's where the thoughts come in is I just want it to be over. When your focus is on the person you're taking care of all the time, you don't take the time to care for yourself or put yourself first. Although I do let myself imagine what it would be like to not have to worry about someone every second of the day or do medication distributions and no more doctor's appointments and taking sick time off work, and I'm being on the phone between this person and that person coordinating everything. I'll feel like I'll just have so much more time, and of course I'll have the freedom to breathe. And it doesn't mean I love my dad any less. This is just all part of it. But the truth is I am exhausted, and exhausted people dream of rest and peace. Before my dad moved in, I had a very active life. I was going to the gym regularly, hanging out with friends, going to friends, for dinner. My boyfriend and I were able to go out on dates and spend more time with each other than what we do right now. And I was traveling to Florida quite a bit to spend time with my aunt, which I truly enjoyed. So it's been difficult because all that has stopped for the most part. Now I'm starting to feel the anxiety of what a true midlife crisis feels like. I'm 55 years old and I'm feeling like there's more life behind me than what there is ahead of me. So that being said, I feel like the time is just ticking and I'm standing still. And especially, I don't know how many years I have to do this before I can reclaim myself. And I know I'm going to grieve in ways I don't completely understand right now. So I think I'm trying to make peace with it as much as possible. I run scenarios through my head and I'm trying to process what I think could happen to prepare myself. There's not the excitement there or anything like that because I know what's going to have to happen to get to that part of my life. This has consumed 90% of my identity and who I am, so I'm fighting like hell to hang on to the 10% that's left. And that's where the small moments where I practice things that are just for Heather to remind me of who I am. And that could be walking in the woods at my house. I have 8 acres of wooded land around me and it's beautiful. And I can walk, listen to the birds and just breathe some fresh air and just listen to the trees and just be at peace for short periods of time. And it really helps. Walking barefoot in the grass, the grounding makes me feel better. Coloring, that's a new thing that I started doing over the winter, is coloring. It's very calming and I enjoy doing it. listening to music while I'm doing the dishes or I'm cooking dinner. Uh, that just helps take my mind and separates me a little bit and gives me some of my me time back. And meditation. I think that one's probably more important. It's just a way to calm myself and settle myself and try to stay centered. Even this YouTube channel is an outlet. It's almost like a living journal. And when I started this, I decided that I was not going to tell anyone about it, and I didn't. So I guess I don't have all the answers. I'm just trying to figure out what's going to happen to me through all this pressure and all this transition of who I'm going to come out on the other side of things. I'm Heather, and this is Empty Nest Interrupted, and I'll see you in the next one.